Hi, my name is Bob Seng. I'm a lawyer in the Benefits and Compensation Group with Dorsey and Whitney.
And I'm Liz Deckman. I'm also a member of the Benefits and Compensation Group at Dorsey and Whitney.
I happen to be in the Minneapolis office.
And I'm in the Seattle office.
Good. Today, Liz and I are going to talk about some terms that are important to know for filling out those forms 1094C and 1095C that form the basis for ACA reporting. These are good terms to know for ACA compliance generally as well. And they are
Applicable large employer, or ALE, ALE member, and aggregated ALE groups.
great. So it's useful when watching videos like this, I think anyway, to know in the end. Liz, can you help us with that one?
Well, hopefully by the time this video ends, you'll know enough about these terms to get started on your ACA reporting.
Good. So we need a mission.
Yes, and our mission has 3 parts. First, to identify your control group. Second, to determine whether your control group had an average of 50 FTEs in the prior year, and then to apply some labels we'll be talking about a little later.
Got it. Okay, there's 3 types of control groups, right?
Yes. The first is a parent-subsidiary control group. In a parent-subsidiary control group, a parent organization owns at least 80% of a subsidiary. Second, in a brother-sister control group, 5 or fewer individuals own together several different entities and have sufficient co-ownership that they become a control group.
Oops, I jumped ahead to the third one, which is?
Oh, that's the affiliated service group. In an affiliated service group, at least 2 entities work together to provide services to third parties.
Now I can have sort of combinations of these things that are sort of tacked together to make a single control group, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so this stuff is more than a little tricky. What happens, Liz, if I don't have time for tricky because I'm a little bit behind in my ACA reporting workflow?
Well, hopefully you've already determined your control group if you sponsor a tax-qualified retirement plan. That's because you need to know that group in order to do your annual non-discrimination testing, and also if you filed an IRS determination letter application for your plan.
So if I just pull out that last IRS determination letter, I'm good?
Well, even though that application will list what your control group members are, that may have been done a long time ago. Those filings need to be done once every 5 years, and they may need to be updated.
Sounds good. Who likely put that thing together when I last did my my determination letter filing?
Well, perhaps your tax people. They may have helped you put together that application form, but they also may be filing your taxes, your company's taxes, on an aggregated or consolidated basis. And they would need to know your control group members for that purpose.
Sounds good. Any outside people I can look to for help?
Always, you can call your lawyer or your accountant.
Great. So now that I have my control group, that I have a sense of what it is, what comes next?
Well, let's talk about some of those labels.
Okay.
The first label is Applicable Large Employer, or ALE.
What's an ALE?
Well, an ALE for a calendar year is a control group of corporations.
Okay,
We
got
just
that.
Yep, we just talked about those that had on average 50 or more FTEs on business days in the prior calendar year.
So FTEs, do I just kind of look to my internal company's definition of what an FTE is all about?
Well, an FTE for this purpose is a very special term. It includes full-time employees and full-time equivalent employees. We've put at the bottom of this slide a couple places that you can go to look to find out more information about that term.
Okay, good. So now what?
Well, let's talk about the second label, Applicable Large Employer.
Okay.
An applicable large employer is the starting point for identifying the ALE members in an aggregated ALE group.
Okay. What comes after this?
Well, this is the aggregated ALE group.
Bang, that must be a big group.
It looks like it is.
Okay. What is an aggregated ALE group?
It's a controlled group.
Okay. That's the blue bubble there, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that has at least 50 FTEs.
Got it. 50 FTEs.
And that there are separate members.
Okay, so the separate members are like different corporations in this control group?
Yes, different corporations or partnerships, but each one has to have its own EIN.
All right, there we go. Okay, when do we talk about ALE members and get just a little more information about those guys?
Well, let's talk about that right now.
Okay,
An ALE member is each separate member of an aggregated ALE group
okay,
that has its own EIN
okay.
and has at least one U.S. based employee.
So what happened to that 50 employee requirement?
Well, as long as the aggregated ALE group has 50 employees or more, FTEs, then each member needs to file its own 1094C.
Okay, got it. So there are our ALE members. Let's summarize three terms critical to ACA reporting that we've just gone through for you. The first is applicable large employer. Second, aggregated ALE group. Third, ALE members. Now let's talk just a little bit about how these translate to forms, where they show up. First, we have the applicable large employer.
And again, that's a control group that meets the 50 FTE requirement, and it's a building block for understanding ALE member and aggregated ALE members.
Okay,
It's referred to in Form 1095C, Instructions to Recipient.
got it. Next up,
Aggregated ALE member, those are the members listed on Part 4, Form 1094C,
okay,
and also referred to on Part 2, Line 21, Form 1094C.
okay. Last but not least,
ALE member, and each one of these members files an authoritative transmittal form 1094C.
all right. So, mission accomplished, you decide. You have to know what an applicable large employer is, an ALE member, and an aggregated ALE group. Hopefully this video gives you a little help in that endeavor. And this video is brought to you by Dorsey.
Always ahead.
Thanks much for watching. Bye.